What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. We're focusing on the Nashville Predators and Pittsburgh Penguins being tied up 2-2 in the Stanley Cup Final, with the series going back to Pittsburgh for the potentially pivotal Game 5. Obviously, being up 3-2 gets you one win from the Cup, but it doesn't win you the Cup. I think, spoiler alert, I think the Predators can win the next two games and close it out. You know, this team is really firing on all cylinders, and Pekka Rinne got his groove back. The only game up tonight was Sidney Crosby on a breakaway. What are you going to do? But so much of this team, and I've said it all year with them and throughout the Nashville franchise history, is built through defense. The way they've been able to smother Sidney Crosby and end up getting Malkin, has been nothing short of spectacular. They've really put the clamps down on their elite forwards, and then in a weird way, kind of forced, the other guys, preferably speaking, to beat them. Although Jake Gensel being one of the, that's my dog, he's gritty. Jake Gensel being one of the other guys, quote unquote, has he's capitalized on opportunities for the most part, and he's getting a ton of looks. But again, you look at what having a blue line with PK Subban, Roman Josi, Matthias Ekholm, Ryan Ellis, even on that bottom pair of Yannick Weber and Matt Irwin, having that kind of skating ability, really makes life difficult for your opposition. The way they're able to turn defense into offense, the drop of hat, has really helped negate the loss of, some really pivotal forwards for them, obviously with Johansson being out, with Fila being out, and a couple other guys. So, you look at that blue line and the way Rinne is playing, the way he's been able to bounce back, and they're able to offset the lack of, elite forwards, if you will. Likewise with Pittsburgh, that blue line's a mash unit. I mean, they've been, rotating guys in and out of different roles, and I liked what I saw from Brian Dumoulin tonight. He sprung Crosby on the breakaway, and I liked what I've seen from Justin Schultz. But I think it's just they're not. It's weird. I'm trying to figure out the best way to word this. They're not being a liaison between the defensive zone and the breakout and the all-out attack that they would be if Crystal Tang was back there. And again, I get if it's like the if my aunt had ball, shoot my uncles spiel. Yeah, they don't have Crystal Tang. Sorry. What are you gonna do about it? So, that's another whole can of worms, if you will. But they gotta do better. And the goaltending situation. I thought Matt Murray was going to bounce back. It was going to be like a 2-1 game tonight. That wasn't the case. And you can't fault him for, a couple rebounds here and there, some lapses defensively by his guys. But, at the end of the day, Mike Sullivan's going to be asking himself, who do we go with the potential season on the line in Pittsburgh? And that's going to be a storyline, especially with the extra day off that is going to follow this fencing around. I view goaltending too much like a quarterback position, where all right, you got your guy. If you go to your other guy, then I think the old saying: if you have two quarterbacks, you have no quarterbacks. Goaltending isn't exactly like that, but it's close enough that I can apply that logic. And again, you know what? I would have rolled with Fleury in the last round, and I'm gonna roll with Murray now. I'm just gonna go. I'd rather go down with the guy that's gotten you to where you're at. I know the counter argument is, well, Fleury technically got them, however far, he did before the Auto Series. Okay, cool. But, just stick with your guy, and let him see what he can do, and see if the home crowd in Pittsburgh can match the intensity and passion of the home crowd in Nashville. I think the fans of Pittsburgh will be going apeshit, but ultimately, I think the Predators are on the verge of their first ever Stanley Cup in franchise history. Anyway, that's all I got. This episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.